Ladies and gentlemen, Primetime CP23 here, back with another Diablo 3 video. Today we are taking a look at the Demon Hunter Starter Build Guide for Season 14. This one is pretty easy. Demon Hunter starts the season with the Marauder set, the embodiment of the Marauder. I did the GR20, which you are seeing over in that corner. GR20, it was, I think, 8 minutes, something. And that was with 3 pieces of Marauders, because I only have good Marauders gear for some reason. I only have, like, Ancient. I have a Primal Marauders helmet, so I didn't have any like bad Marauders gear to use for this video, so I just only used 3 pieces. Figured using a bad bad gold pieces would kind of balance things out. So that's kind of that. No beneficial legendaries. 0 beneficial legendaries, a Sever, Gold Wrap, and a Ring of Royal Grandeur. As I discussed earlier, why? Because as you can see here, we've got decent Marauders gear. Just a random weapon and random gold offhand. Stuff is generally not optimized in any way. So, for the Marauder set, we're clearing this GR20 strictly off of the Marauder's 4-piece bonus. Sentries deal 400% increased damage and cast Elemental Arrow, Chakram, Impale, Multi-Shot, and Cluster Arrow when you cast them. So, just so you know what that looks like, although I'm sure you can see it on the other screen. Oh, I don't have a target, so it's not actually doing it. But, oh well. Basically, when I throw out a Chakram, my polar stations also throw out Chakrams. The reason we chose Chakram is simply because I think it's fun. I like it. And when we're talking about a 400% damage bonus, just from the set bonus, that kind of evens everything out, and it kind of makes it so that you do have a little freedom just based on what you just happen to get. If you are going through the leveling process and you get a Carly's Point, by all means go Impale. If you get a Yang's Recurve, 100% go Multi-Shot. There's a couple of items that are specifically based around Chakram also. Sword of Ill Will is going to buff your damage based on your hatred amount. Spines of Seething Hatred is going to turn Chakram into a generator. That's my personal favorite. And if I was going to be playing Demon Hunter this season, I would probably try and build into Chakram immediately, because you do get that big bonus. Chakram does work with Chakram all the way up to the 6-piece bonus, and a good offhand and weapon. You could try and get into a Bombardier's Rucksack, which is going to give you 2 additional sentries. That's basically an extra 800% damage. I don't think the math actually works out there, but never mind me. Basically this is all there is to it, is you literally just use whatever items you happen to get, whatever legendaries you happen to get, you're going to be able to run through a GR20, because I just did it with no set items. So, or rather, no legendary items. Marquee level gems in chest piece. No, absolutely 0 legendary gems. By the time you're doing a GR20, you've already probably got a Bane of the Powerful, As you can see, Bane of the Powerful, Bane of the Powerful is the first legendary gem that drops when you do a GR, and gives you 20% increased damage for 30 seconds after you kill an elite pack. So your very first Greater Rift, you're going to go in, you're going to get a Bane of the Powerful, you're going to come out of it, and you're going to be good to go. Now, one thing that I have been doing is talking about D3 Planner. The link will be down in the description. This is going to give you access to every item that you can get from Kadala from level 1 all the way to level 70. You don't really need any of these items with Marauders. Hellcat Waistguard is specifically for the Generator Grenade build. Wraps of Clarity could be helpful, you know, if you find yourself dying, but it's definitely not necessary. And then there are no other particularly beneficial items. You can maybe go for a Leoric's Crown if you want to level up a little faster, or Leoric's Signet for that matter. But I mean, other than that, there's just not really anything terribly beneficial. For skills, we're using Grenade Tinkerer simply because it gives you 7 hatred, and, you know, per grenade, and because, you know, it's pretty common that you're going to be able to get a Hellcat Waistguard along the way, which is going to make this a lot more powerful. For your spender, I chose Chakram with Twin Chakrams, which is going to give you 2 Chakrams instead of just 1. I'm using Vengeance Seethe to get back Hatred. If you do manage to get that Spines of Seething Hatred so that Chakram becomes a generator, then you can do something like either run Vengeance with Darkheart for a heck of a lot more toughness, you know, or you can add in something like Shadow Power for a little speed buff, something like Marked for Death, something like Preparation, you know, any of those things would be great. With Marauder's 2-piece bonus, you do get access to all of the companions. I chose the Bat Companion because it's going to give you a Hatred buff. Again, not necessary if you have Spines of Seething Hatred. Vault, Tumble, Force and Mobility. Sentry with Polar Station so that you get a little chill on your sentries. Perfectionist just for a little bit of extra toughness and to make it so that you can vault more often. Ambush, just a really good offensive passive. Awareness, your cheat death passive. And of course, Custom Engineering is going to give you an additional sentry. So that's going to about do it for today's video. You know, there's not much to it. It's the Demon Hunter has a really easy start from like 1 to 70, and then until basically until you have a character fully geared, Demon Hunter has a really easy start. But you're going to want to get out of Marauders really quick because it's not a good speed build. But all that's discussion for another day. So ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. Until next time, this is Primetime CP23, and I'm out.